Hello, my name is Dante Vernay, and welcome to the 10 Room Bizarro YouTube page where I talk about films that I believe need to be talked about more. Like tonight's film, this is 2000's Hardcore Poisoned Eyes. Hardcore Poisoned Eyes. Here is the original poster, I believe, for it. This is a shot on video, very unique masterpiece of a film. You're going to see my eyes divert because I did take some notes. Let's get into Hardcore Poisoned Eyes from the year 2000. Now, we have a cold winter cabin. Now, I love winter films. I love, even if it's not a winter film, I love cold films. I love fall films. I love films that kind of look like they're existing in March as well. This is a hardcore, no pun intended, winter film. We have three girls that are literally the only kind of actors in the film and the leads, and attractive girls. One of the great things about shot on video films is that you will get kind of just real people. If you're looking for like that look of like real people, of amateur people, you're gonna get it oftentimes with SOV films, but sometimes at the expense of acting ability. But these three girls they do not fit that stereotype at all. They are really invested and you really believe them. We have drunkenness in here. We have the intricacies of friendship. Friendship maybe could be just as difficult as a marriage. It could be just as difficult as being in a band. Sometimes they say if you're in a band, it's like being in a marriage. You know, people who are married might go to marital counseling. Should friends go to counseling too? Should bands go to counseling? A la Metallica. We have actual news footage in this film. Actual news footage of the Son of Sam, of Charles Manson. Very interesting. And when you see it, it really kind of grounds you in this film. As I said, the girls are great actors, but it elevates the film when you see this news footage for some reason. Now we have not only the intricacies of friendship, but friendship as a theme. Getting away, taking a vacation, but not a real vacation. We have a mystery going on here. We have a mysterious family death. Uncovering the mystery of this death. Research and trying to find out the unknown. Being drawn to this specific winter cabin's history. And this cabin is in New York. You know, there's something so special about films, about stories, where someone is trying to uncover the truth about something, trying to get at the scary, dark, evil truth about something. And that the movie plods, these types of films will move through as things are getting darker and darker, as more things are uncovered, as more rocks are unturned. Now you have all different types of films like this, which could just be a standard Columbo kind of film, murder mystery. But then you have films like The Blair Witch Project, okay? Then you have films like Seven. And these are, when you add in a very dark element, even the Kolchak Night Stalker TV series and TV movies, when you add in the darker, horrific elements, uncovering something, each minute of the film becomes more and more terrifying. Documents and books. Remember the original Evil Dead? You know, what is this? What is this tape reel? You know, it's like It's like the horrific mystery of finding a secret passageway in a house you bought, or something behind a bookshelf, or you're in a hotel, and there's there's a door under the bed, you know. But documents and books, Satanism and Christianity. Now we have dialogue heavy with atmosphere lurking. Spending intimate time with these three girls, not sexually. I mean, spending intimate time with these three girls, as if you're going to spend time to get to know somebody, right? It's intimacy for the viewer of Hardcore Poison Eyes. It's intimacy because it's dialogue heavy. You're getting a chance, and I love it. You're getting a chance to really be there with them. And there's something lurking in the atmosphere while you're spending this intimate time with them. There's something lurking. Now, in this dialogue, this is where Hardcore Poisoned Eyes really stands out. Now, I say that a lot, don't I? Now. There are so many horror films that could be like this. There are so many SOV films. I've never seen a film like this before based upon the dialogue. Theological conversations, actual theological conversations, and possibly historical theological conversations, specifically with Catholicism versus Satanism. Anton LaVey, Aleister Crowley, witchcraft, and the Catholic Church. Each girl in the film representing a different theological side. Now, there's no Satanist girl in the bunch, but there could be an atheist. There could be someone at least identifying with a belief in God or Jesus Christ and being alive in the Christian sense. And then there could be somebody who's just kind of in the middle of that conversation. These are not conversations you would typically see in a horror film. They're not cliche. There's a knowledge. You know, the person who wrote these conversations, it's evident there's a knowledge, there's a theological knowledge of Catholicism and the different types of Satanism or devil worship or LaVey Satanism. But the thing it's not so much, oh, I know about Catholicism, I know about that. No, you've seen that in horror films. It's not that. It's not what I mean. What I mean is, it's the intricate questions of theology. It's the life application of theology. It's the intricate questions that we might all ask and might not have answers to. It's almost like Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal. Like the conversations in here in this shot on video horror film are almost like The Seventh Seal. Now we have the cabin interior, which I really love. We have the exterior winter woods. Your dialogue heavy, but when the visceral horror comes in, it is bludgeoning and intense. Sucker punching, as I like to say. Like I like flinched and I had to rewind it again just to see the brutality of the vibe. There's a scene with an axe in here that is unforgiving and a shocking sucker punch, not only to the actor, but to the viewer. I mean, it is, if you had any questions that if you were watching a horror film, holy crap. Intense. We have real terror shocks in this film. I got pretty scared at a couple of moments in here. Darkness vibe, creepy, evil, unknown, Blair Witch type evil vibes at times. The music is dark, mysterious, and bludgeoning at the exact time with screams. The music echoed that axe scene, by the way. There's also an evil sound design in this film involving voice work. Wow, was not expecting that. And the atmospheric sounds of this film, you're getting the winter winds blowing. There's, that there's a sound that only the winds of winter can make. And as I mentioned, the theological perspective of this film, there's something very interesting going on here, and it is this. It's theology versus theology when there is pain and suffering. So, theology is one thing, but theology during pain and suffering is something completely different. Some people call it like deathbed theology, or what's that quote? There are no atheists in foxholes. What's the hole in the ground during war when you put your whole body in the hole? I think you know what I mean. But when you're hiding in the ground during war, during battle, there are no atheists in there. Well, Peter Steele, the former singer of Type O Negative, said, I was in the hole and I was an atheist. Hardcore Poisoned Eyes from 2000. There's a little bit of the winter woods right there. These are the three girls. And who is that?